All right. So we should be live
All right.
to no one, but hello.
Perfect.
Welcome to uh season 2 of my interviews. This is season 2 and we're starting with Liam. Say hello.
Hello.
How you've been doing? How have you been?
I've, I've been doing good, just staying home in the COVID times.
Yeah, as you should.
Mm-hmm.
So the first question comes in from Big Ego and he says, "You got any hobbies that isn't playing Monster Legends?"
Yeah. I mean, I play other games. Monster Legends is the only mobile game I play. I play, on my Xbox all the time. Other than that, I don't have any hobbies right now just because of COVID.
Xbox gang. Xbox is the
Yeah,
superior console. I don't like the
it
PlayStation.
is.
I don't like the PlayStation controller.
I don't like the me either. It's too
It feels
weird. I don't know. I just don't like it. It just doesn't feel good in your hand.
yeah. Dio asks, "What are your thoughts on world peace?" It's a great question.
Um, World peace right now is not good. I'm just gonna say that it just seems like everybody's at each other's throats all the time, and you know, there's always news about some shit happening in other countries and stuff. World peace right now is not great, especially what we had before November. It wasn't great.
This next question,
Besides the point.
I don't get. I don't know if you'll get it. Do you think that Juventus Porto was a fair game? I don't really know what that means. I'm just gonna ask it to you.
Uh, I don't know what Juventus Morto means. I don't know what that is.
Mante replied, said losing on away goal should just not give him the penalty. I think that's like might have been like a soccer game or something. I don't know. It's a very
What did you say?
Mante replied saying that they shouldn't have. What do you say? Losing on away goals should have just not given the penalty. So maybe it was like a soccer game or something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to soccer either.
You're not a sports guy.
Mm-mm. I don't like sports.
Hmm.
It's just too stupid. It's literally just a bunch of men playing with balls.
I guess so. This
Yeah.
he also at oh no you go ahead.
Oh, I watch football, but that's about it. I don't watch anything else.
You watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I just watched the Super Bowl.
How'd that go? Did you cheer for either team or did you just not care like I did?
Um, I just didn't. I didn't care which one won. I like to see which one wins. But I don't care which one wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
I just like the food.
Oh, me too. I just like to have an excuse to buy food.
Mhm. Uh, Dio also asks, "Who is your favorite monster?" He also says, "Why is it Lord Heyman?" I'm gonna skip that part. I'm just gonna ask, "What's your favorite monster right now?"
Oh, damn. That's a hard one because I like a lot of monsters in the game. I like mostly female monsters. I don't really fuck with the male monsters. I don't like them too much. But if it had to come down to like three of them, probably Sampidostro. I don't know how to say her name. Um, Spectra and probably Captain Alvid.
Captain Elvid. That's an odd choice. I don't
She
hear.
just looks so cool. I like her the way she looks, like the ghost theme and the color palette she has with her. She just looks really cool.
Yeah, she
And
does.
she's a pretty interesting support. I mean, she can be an attacker slash support thing, so she's kind of cool. I think. I
It's
don't know. I don't have her. If I did have her, I'd take her to rank 5 just because.
it's definitely weird because they went for like this half support, half attacker, but they didn't go full in on either.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I think they failed on the supporter route. I think they did better on the attacker route, to be honest.
yeah, because can't you do like nature weakness and then poison?
No, that's the original one. I don't. The new one, the cosmic version does fire weakness and water weakness.
Oh, okay. I must be thinking of someone else.
And I like the fact that she has evasion too. It's pretty cool.
Hmm. What's
Yeah,
your?
but I like Spectra just because she's gonna be stupidly broken with the unrelenting assault. And she has a cool design too. She reminds me of Steamland. And Vampirostro is just an all-round great monster. Other than that, I don't know if I have any other. Oh, I love Argumel.
Oh
She's
yeah.
one of
Oh
my
yeah.
favorites.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorites. Other than that, I like Zara too, War Master Zara. But other than that, I don't have any other favorites. See, they're all female. I don't really like the male monsters.
Don't you like Chuckle as well? I thought.
Oh
So,
yeah, Chuckle's great. Like if you put a life on her, she's stupidly hard to kill. She's just a great monster.
yeah, she definitely rose up the ranks. I remember what was the first rank we had her in?
I don't know why everybody started shitting on her. She was great from the get go. Anyways, I ranked her up immediately. She was great, and I knew she was gonna be that up moving on. She's just amazing. I
Next,
don't know why people shit on her. I will never understand that. I will never understand why people thought she was trash. I just will never get that through my head.
well, at least people know now. I mean, when she first released,
Hopefully,
I underrated her heavily. I didn't think she was going to become as dominant as she is now. But that's
but she's sick.
this. Hmm? Oh, you glitched out.
Who speak?
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, it's me. I just like talking.
I'm going to server mute you. Bye bye. No more talking. Only Liam talks because he's cool.
Yeah, I'm better than everybody.
That's
Just
true.
kidding, but yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, Chuckle, she was great. I don't know why people underrated her. She was great for the nature category and everything. I think she's honestly the third best nature monster in the whole entire game. Like if we're talking about legendaries and everything, I think she's only behind Wicca and Grakon.
All right. The next question comes in from Dio again. He asked like 5 or something, and he says, "What's your favorite food?"
Um, I don't really have a favorite food. I mean, I really just will eat whatever there. I mean, I love chips. You know, I'd like to like I eat them all the time. Um, other than that, I don't really have like a favorite food. Um,
As long
then
as it's
again,
in
you
front,
know the
as long as it's in front of me,
yeah.
I will eat it.
As long as it's in front of me, I'll eat it.
Uh, this is Dio's last question. He says, "Which relic is your favorite?" I guess this
Mr.
includes
Beast
all of them.
Banner.
Hmm. Interesting
Mr. Beast
choice.
Banner probably. I think Uriel's essence is slightly overrated. Just because I do not like the amount of health you come back to life with. It's very minimal, and especially on corrupted or cosmics or even mythics, it's very minimal. And like one hit from even a relic will kill you half the time. So sometimes Uriel's essence is a little bit kind of not for me. But I love Mr. Beast Banner and I love Master Staff. Those are really great relics.
The next question doesn't really make much sense. It asks about cheese, unless you want to talk about cheese. I assume you don't, but
Um, I don't like cheese at all, really.
you know,
The
cheese
only
guy.
cheeses I like are no, the only cheeses I like are Parmesan and cheddar. That's it. Everything else is gross.
I've I kind of I like cheese, but only when it's on something. I don't really like I know some family members of mine just eat cheese. I've always found that kind of
Yeah.
weird.
I can't eat it alone. It's very gross alone. I need to get it with something.
What's the next question? Oh yeah, what is the meaning of life? It's an odd one.
Shit, I know.
We're asking the right
I
people.
guess.
We're asking the right people.
Yeah, I don't think you're asking the right people. I'm not really the best person to give life advice considering I'm a depressive person anyway. Depressed.
That sucks. I can't really
I
offer.
guess the meaning of life is to live. I don't know.
I guess so. That makes sense. It's just don't die.
Period.
Next one comes in from True. I think it's True Day Fan, and he says,
Mm-hmm.
"What's your favorite monster type? Like denier, support, attacker?"
My favorite are usually attackers. I think they're just too cool. Usually.
Like
Um,
just overall.
I like. Yeah, I think overall attackers are probably my favorite because I just like how quick they end the game. Because sometimes with deniers or supports, if you don't have an attack on the team just goes on forever. I mean, the battle goes on forever and ever and ever. It's just a fuck fest of cleansing and healing and shit. And that's why I like attackers. Uh, Probably my second favorite is not deniers.
What's your least favorite?
People, monsters that like try new things, like not dot dealers per se, like um, the monsters that mess up on effects, like guard down and vulnerable and stuff. They're usually pretty shit. I'm not saying vulnerable is shit. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
the monsters that they usually put some of the effects on is just not great.
Uh, he also asked, "What's your favorite mythic in OP or OP minus?" I think OP minus is Siamus Noir Blaz, and OP is Daedalus Odana. Uh, Lon is it just Daedalus, Lonrad, and Odana? I think it is. So out of those
Simus.
6, really,
Simus is my favorite OG. She's just great. She's just great all around. Like she's a great denier. Um, she has somewhat enough dot to you know kind of
just
bring down the enemy or whatever.
yeah.
Lost count.
I think she
But
only has 2.
she has bleed and
Bleed and
shock.
shock.
For me is enough. But I like the fact that she can CDA. She can constantly CDA, and she can mega possess. She can play guard down and all that stuff. She has a great trait. She has good relics. Stamina drain with 2 Jazz Stars mass. She's just great all around. I really think she is. Plus, she's one of the very few monsters who got one of those exclusive skins, which I really like. The purple one, it looks really cool.
Yeah, I wonder why they don't do skins that often. Probably because they don't. Probably didn't make much money off of them. I assume. Like, how many monsters have
I like
skins?
them. I thought it was a great addition. I like them. But I think I understand why they didn't go with the skins anymore because I think there was just too many monsters that they were releasing to create skins for, and there was just, you know what I mean? Like it was just getting. I think it was getting too much for them to do skins constantly because I think to make a skin you have to completely redesign a monster and put the skin back on it
Mm.
or something like that.
Do you have like?
It's a lot of work.
Do you have all the skins? I only remember Tiny's, Cawthor's. Thal had one, didn't she? And then Siamus.
Lamassa has one,
Yeah, those are the only 4 I remember having one. Maybe someone else had one. But I.
Rock had one. Barbale had one. Um,
Oh, did they?
Elvira had one. She had 2 actually.
Really?
Yeah, she had the gold one and she had the purple one.
Do you have all of them?
Nor had one, and I'm pretty sure another monster had one too.
Probably.
I can't remember.
Oh, what's the next question? What's your biggest regret in Monster Legends? It's an interesting question.
Biggest regret in Monster Legends?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have a regret. Maybe I don't not getting Galacta earlier, but I don't really care for her.
Is there anything you've spent money on that you wish you haven't, like looking back on it?
Craster, Mr. Beast, a lot of cosmetics. Um, Craster was a waste. That was a waste of $100.
Oh, jeez. Oh my, holy. I thought you were just gonna say like, I don't know, like 30 or something.
No, the monsters are not that cheap to rank up.
That is true.
They're expensive. Yeah, Craster costed me $100. Mr. Beast cost me like $50. They're not cheap.
No, well.
And I think the only monsters I have. Oh, Solar Flare. I regret that too. Solar Flare was such a fucking waste.
Oh my god, I remember when he was first leaked. He was scary. He was scary when he was first leaked.
Yeah, he was scary, but then you realize that he has no way to recover stamina, and the Megaton, with the amount of meta that he got released in, like he got released right with Stampede Opera got released, not a good plan to release him, and so he just kind of got swept under the rug.
No, they released him in like the worst meta.
Yeah, he released him. Oh, by the way, Demon can't hear anything. Maybe you muted him too much.
Slayer? No, I didn't use Slayer. Demon can hear you. I don't know why Slayer can't hear anything.
Oh, it's Slayer.
Yeah, I don't have him. I don't have him muted at all. Wait, he's not in the call.
He's not in.
He's not. Wait.
He's not even in the call.
Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. If you can't, I guess if you he says he was. Well, if you're not in the call, then I guess you can't hear. Seems simple to me.
Also, Digale was a waste too for me.
Huh.
I used him for maybe a good day, and after that, I never used him again.
But do you find use in these monsters in wars, or do you just not because there's better options available to you?
In wars?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are the monsters in? Solar Flares and Fire.
Hmm.
Because I have Pandas in Ring 5, I have Kai Ring 5, I have Croc for Croc Ring 5, but I never used him. So I use those two over Solar Flare all the time. And what are the other monsters I said? Oh, Mr. Beast? No, I have Agor Buki, I have Simus, I have Lord Platypus, all rank 5 in that category. I don't need to use Mr. Beast. I have what is the other one? Light? Oh fuck, Light is way wait, what is the monster? Oh yeah, Light, Digale. There's way other monsters I would use. Bombeta, Moonhaze, Arumel, Lonrad, um shit. Cat Kieran, which I'm going to get rank 5. All of them are rank 5. And they're just better options than all those monsters. And I don't know, that's basically it. That's all the other monsters I regret. Oh, I kind of regret ranking up Osuka, but I used her in wars just because water kind of shit. So that's the only reason why I ranked her up.
What is the next question? Let me check. If you assume Darker had sword and shields, what tier did you think he would be?
If he had a sword and shield, with the unrelenting assault and the amount of dodge he could probably do, I'd probably say S or even higher.
Yeah, they really.
To be fair, he does get cussed by Shelly and Chuck. I'm not Chuck. Yeah, Shelly and Chuckle and Mouseron. So, um, I don't know how he would fare in PvP with and a shield and sword, but in PvP I used him before. He still massacres the dark Megaton tank. So maybe he may be great with a sword and shield. But besides that, the amount of curses the amount of dots he could do,
Yeah,
pretty great.
he is just tortures the monster.
Who even is that?
He's a great monster.
Yeah, they just had to put double trap though.
I've never
Yeah,
had
yeah,
double trap. That is the worst possible relic slot you can give any fucking monster. This shit is awful.
Butter asks, how does it feel to have some of the monsters you buy become obsolete? You already kind of answered that.
Yeah, personally, I don't
yeah.
care. Personally, because in my mind, I know that they're going to be obsolete one day. Um, Especially when you're playing a game like Monster Legends, where they release monsters 24/7. Um, it it gets to the point where you just get numb to the monsters that kind of get obsolete. Me personally, I don't care if the monsters get obsolete because I just rank the monsters up, the ones that I want to rank up. I don't really rank meta ones, despite most of my monsters being meta ones. But yeah, I don't really care too much. Plus, I don't make the same mistake like I used to, where I ranked up Craster or Mr. Beast, shit like that.
Uh,
To
w-
be fair, though, Craster looked good on paper, so it wasn't my fault.
uh, Wirt asked, what do you think next era's theme will be? Because there definitely will be another one.
Next era, I don't know. I honestly really think they're gonna do something with the War Masters again. The fact that the orbs are still there and they're still rewarding them in PvP and everywhere is kind of a sign that they're going to do something else with the War Masters. I mean, it is kind of, you know, the fact that they're still in the game and they're still viable and they're still in PvP and there's still rewards everywhere for the orbs, it's kind of a sign that they're going to do something else with them. Either that or they're just going to have you trade them in for resources later on in the game. But I honestly think a couple arrows down the line, there's going to be um, War Master mythics.
I can't
But they're
wait.
not going to be. They're definitely not going to be to the level of their legendary counterparts, though.
Yeah, I don't want corrupted
But
Thal, please. No. That'd
I
be too much.
hope War Master, a mythic Zara gets a buff or Barbeo because they're cool monsters and they have uses. But I hope they get a buff if they ever do that.
What was the next question? Here's one. Would you this one comes from Sweaty. Would you rather use
Mm-hmm.
only Targon for a week,
Oh, I saw that.
or
I rather be fed up with social points bullshit.
really just can't be
Yeah, I
bothered to
can't.
use
I'm
Cardo?
not gonna use a monster like that. I'm never gonna win anything.
Do you even own Targon? I assume you do.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
I have him like.
You go first.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted.
No.
Yeah, I have him. I have him all his cells and stuff.
Hmm.
I don't even think I have him. I can't remember anymore. I don't pay attention to shit monsters. I have so many monsters in my lab that I haven't hatched that I just find trash or not good.
Do you like?
Bruce Wayne, Super Fox, and other monsters. Dreamer, Equalaria. I think she's horrible. I don't think she's great.
I use her for Titan. Yay for me.
The fact that she cannot cleanse negative effects on her team just makes me not
Yeah,
like her.
it's
It's such a downfall for her.
yes. Her res move used to have Nair, which didn't really make sense. Because if
That didn't
sh-
make sense at all. off because like you already come back with no negative effects. So like, what the fuck is the point?
I guess maybe it would nair her. I think, or would it only
Although to
nair
be
the
fair,
allies that
I
got
think
resurrected? I don't know.
I think the purpose of that skill was to use either the res or the nerf or the negative effect removal on your team. Like either you res them or you use a negative effect removal. You know?
I guess so. That'd be a cool kind of trade-off. But now it's just double
Yeah,
damage. I think.
I think I think it had a double purpose when it originally got released, but I just don't like Equalaria, and I have so many other monsters that I just do not like. I think Super Fox is not great, but that's besides the point. I don't want to argue with somebody about Super Fox.
Here's one for me. I presume you have a lot of monsters, right? So
Yeah.
how do you get space on your islands? Like, do you just put everything in the vault like really often?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just slam everything in the vault. Um, I keep the best monsters and the monsters I like out the most up in my mythic habitats and everything, but everything else just goes.
Just go
Um,
straight in the vault.
that Mason kid is freaking out in the general chat.
Hmm?
He's fucking weird, but that's besides the point. Um, yeah. Oh crap!
What's
What was I saying? Oh yeah,
something
so
about
slamming in
a
the vault.
vault?
Yeah, I don't buy the slots with the gems because that's a waste. I just usually do the books and get the keys, or the corrupted chest, or the cosmic era chest. I usually just get a lot of keys from there, and I have a lot of open spots.
Here's one from Gate. What were you gonna say?
Oh, plus I have so many monsters in storage that I just can't. I'm out of room on my original, islands. Um, I could probably sell all my common and uncommon nature habitats and all that stuff, but I like the clusterness of all the monsters on your islands. It just looks kind of cool, so I don't want to sell them. But I'm probably gonna need to soon.
Don't you have there's a video in the server of you selling a rank 4 or 5 Ugluk, like
Oh,
the
it's a rank
lizard.
3. Yeah, I sold Necro, uh, and Ugluk. I mean, to be honest, am I ever gonna use that thing ever again? So what was the point? And plus, I had like 5 of them in storage anyways.
It's the ultimate flex. You just have 5 just sitting in storage.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? If I can get a rank 3 back one if I wanted to anyway. So it was just a stupid trade off that I wanted to do
Uh,
because I wanted attention.
GamerCat asks, if it's not a rude question, how do you fund your gym buys or monsters?
How do I fund them?
Yeah.
Well, with money, obviously. Um, I don't know. I have money, but I'm not gonna share that stuff.
Yes. I presume you're not going to share that.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot, I guess.
Not a rude question, because, that's pretty personal.
Yeah, but to be fair, I do get most of my gems from the tasks because, in my opinion, I do find that social points, gem buys are very just not a great deal. I mean, 1,700 gems for $50 is not great when you can get almost 2,000 for maybe $20 or $10 in a task. So, you know, I usually get most of my gems from the tasks. If I need to, like during frats or something, I'll buy. But other than that, I rarely buy the regular gems from their shop.
Gaming Cat also asks, what is the most important thing to happen in the meta? Speaking like at any time. Like what is the most important, like number one?
The most important thing in the meta is probably, like, if we're talking about PvP, is probably to have a Megaton tank on your team at almost all the time. Because like either you need like Bombeta to stop Master Rat, or you need like Mouse Run to stop one of the heavy duty, corrupted attackers because he has a shield and all that stuff. Um, I think Megaton Tank is the most important thing in the meta right now. They might they might go down a bit just because of that new talent, the one that removes positive effects, but I highly doubt that'll affect anything. Um, yeah, the Unrelenting Assault is probably the next thing that changed, the meta, because you can literally plop on a Denier and then boom, you can just go havoc on a team, and it's kind of insane. And I think it really needs a nerf. The fact that it just is that it gives you 3 extra turns and does 60k damage each one is absurd to me. I just think it's stupid. And I think Soul Drag also needs a nerf. I think it's retarded.
Yeah, that always seemed
Like
like
I
a
don't want to be,
cheesy.
yeah, I don't want to be in an elite war and then lose a coin just because some retard decided to put on their stupid Soul Drag. It's just stupid. I hate Soul Drag. I hate it more than Unrelenting Assault.
Sweaty asks best 3 traits. Now I don't know if he means
Best
like
three,
you go.
be, best three traits. I don't think immune to control is in my top three, to be honest. I don't really think it's that great. Um, I think Pierce is definitely one of them. I think Bulwark is one of them. And uh, what is another one? I really like immune to torture. Oh, includes dodge area. Oh, definitely dodge area then. I think it's dodge area, Pierce, and what was the other one I said?
And you said immune to torture and then
Oh, Bulwark.
bulwark.
Bulwark. Yeah, I think those are my three personal like favorite traits. Pierce is great because you just kill everything, and then dodge area is great because you can survive longer, and do more damage or deny whatever. Um, and Bulwark is just great because Bulwark is just fucking cancer.
Oh, what's another question? Well, people are asking questions now. That's good. What's your gaming cat says? What's your favorite legend?
Oh, legendary, probably
Yeah.
Corruptus. Um, I I don't like the last one. I mean, I know I usually get a lot of hate when I say I don't like the last one, but I just don't like her. Um, I just think she was just so she broke the meta to the point where I just didn't want to use her at all. I don't like to use overpowered monsters like that all the time. It really makes the game boring. I like to use monsters that most people don't use or, are good but nobody uses. I don't. I'm gonna fucking never mind. But yeah, I don't really like to use overpowered monsters. That's why I never liked the last stuff. That's why I never liked most of the Forsakens, except Corruptus. I love Corruptus. He just looks so cool in his dodge area, and he has great denial, torture, reverse healing, which is, I think reverse healing is a really cool mechanic, and he's very underrated. But and he has some good support skills too. So I think he's just a great all-round legendary in my opinion, and he has great relics to also survive hits from corrupted and cosmic. So that's why I also like him because he can survive a hit from a cosmic or a corrupted with his relics.
Uh, gaming cat says, "What's the monster you have the most fun using?"
The most fun using? Oh damn, that's a lot. Because I like to use a lot of monsters, but um, if it had to come down to one, probably using an attacker Fampiostra was really fun. Um, she can just spam her extra turn skills, and she can cleanse, and you know she's fucking fast, and despite her having one of the lowest powers out of all the cosmics, she still does insane damage if you put 2 strength on her. She does insane damage with her extra turn skills and all that. Probably, yeah. Attacker Stampede is probably my favorite monster to use.
Here's a question that I just thought up of on the spot. Uh, what's what team are you running right now in PvP? What are you using?
I'm running Bomb Beta. I'm running Bomb Beta to stop Master Rat because Master Rat is everywhere. And I was gonna run Double Mark Warp Armor, but I forgot I don't have another one ranked up. So I just put Optimus Armor on. I run Bomb Beta just to stop Master Rat. And I run Master Rat as a support though, and then I run Pandakin as an attacker.
Then what's your defense?
My defense is kind of random. It's Igor Buki with Soul Drag, and then it is Darker with Sin Eater, and then it's Cryo.
Igor Buki. That's you don't hear much from that corrupted. It's kind of like
I
a
believe Igor Buki is slightly underrated. I mean, I think he has his uses, especially in War. In PvP, yeah, he's pretty shit. But in War, I think he finishes use for me, in my opinion, just because I have him ranked up, and I think he's good support.
Ajito says, "What's your favorite torture effect?"
My favorite torture effect, um, man, it's probably I like nightmares. I just like nightmares because I like the sound it makes when it lands and all that stuff, and when it takes away life and stuff. Look, it sounds pretty cool. Um, but like my favorite one in terms of usability is probably Curse.
What's next? What's
Um,
next? Gaming Cat
Curse is
says, "Here you go. You
oh yeah, I said Curse is just broken. I mean, if you let it go, it will literally decimate the whole match. It's just crazy that torture effect.
Gaming Cat says, least favorite monster to play against."
Oh, at least there's a law right now that I just avoid PvP because it's a cancer fest of unrelenting assault and corrupted and shit. And the monsters I hate fighting the most in PvP is definitely Lord Platypus because he just stalls the battles longer than he needs to be. Chuckles, she's annoying. Master Rat, but I have on beta and he stops him all the time, so I don't really have nothing to worry about. But he's still annoying because if you don't deny him, he can go ham. Um, and that's about it. Rotten is also pretty annoying. If you let him go and do his, insane ally skill, he can really stall the battles longer than they really need to be.
Seems like you hate stall monsters, which makes
I do. I
sense.
hate them. They're annoying. They just are annoying. Also, I'm probably going to regret going against Lady Meow. She's probably gonna be annoying too.
Do you have Lady Meow?
Yeah, I'm gonna take them all three of them inside.
Like all three of them, like Mouse, Lady Meow, and
Yeah,
Cat?
Mouron, Lady Meow, and Cat. I think Cat is great. I mean, yeah, her trait is kind of trash, but Harden is always good. And I think Immune to Blind is great, especially since Stampede Hospital is everywhere in War. 'Cause I don't really give a shit about PvP. I pay attention to War. So, she's everywhere in War. So I like the fact that she's immune to blind. Um, and Harden is just great in general because, you always have a chance to miss. Um, and she has great denial. And plus her skills are interesting too when she puts baby and to her whole team and gives you life regen and healing. She's a pretty interesting monster. I think she's going to be used in War but not PvP.
Sweaty says, if you could remove one mechanic, what would it be? Like a specific torture, a specific trait,
Trade is status.
I guess status
Hmm.
caster.
That's a hard one because I have a lot of shit I would remove from the game. Um, uh, I would definitely think Pierce needs to go. I think it is. to the point where Pierce is being overused by too many monsters. You know, you have Vanos, you have Dratus, you have Suka, you have Exucumans, whatever, but nobody uses him, even though I think he's underrated. But that's besides the point. And you have this new Pierce monster who's corrupted with fucking unrelenting assault and the highest power and the highest speed in the game. It's kind of lame. It's kind of just a lame excuse to kill off the cosmics and OG mythics that people were still using for the legendary. Um, it's really just a lame excuse. Pierce on cosmics and above is a lame excuse for for them to kill off the legendaries and shit. Other than that, I don't have a problem with dodge area. Um, Megaton is fine because it's easily cleansable. Um, yeah, other than that, I really just think Pierce needs to go.
Uh, Gaming Cat says best Forsaken at rank 5. I think you already kind of said Corruptus, so I guess we have the answer for that. Unless you have another answer.
Favorite Forsaken. That's my favorite Forsaken to use, and my favorite legendary. But I don't know if he's technically the best Forsaken. Um, I'd say the best Forsaken at rank 5 is probably Santa. Probably Santa, or I know this is gonna sound very nobody's gonna agree, but I think Wicca honestly is one of the better ones.
Hmm.
She was just so underrated. I mean, she had insane trait stable skills. She was insane. Plus, she had dodge area. She had a good trait. You know, she had good relics besides the trap, of course. But she had great skills. She had great support skills. And she's fast. She was just stupidly underrated.
Uh,
But yeah,
Sweaty asks, what's your thoughts on Neobuki plus Elvira teams? I skipped this question because I didn't know it was asking. It said Neo Elvira. I thought that was some leaked monster I didn't see, but apparently it's Neobuki plus
I
Elvira.
was like, what was that?
But
I they are horrible to fight. They're just annoying. If you don't have Pierce, then it's just either I leave or I just put it on auto and walk away.
you just leave, just bye bye.
Yeah, they're so cancer. Like, what was the, like? I hate people that do that. Like, I really want to kill them. People that do that shit. They're so annoying.
I guess that makes sense. How often do you see it in PvP?
When you're in the higher league, you don't see it at all. But when you're in the low, like 1000s and stuff like that, or even in the above 1000, you see it quite a bit.
That's another question. Ajito says, if you could make a new event or bring back an old one to get a monster, what event would you make / revive?
Um, I really enjoyed the Titan event back when it was first released. Um, all the way in like 2018, I believe, is when it got released, or something like that. Um, I thought it was a good event, and I thought it was a good way to get monsters and do other stuff with your teams. I like Team Battlegrounds too, but Battlegrounds definitely needed a rework because it was kind of boring. Um, but it had potential if they just removed it and bring it back to you know mess around with it and fix it. But other than that, I can't remember most of the other game modes. It's been so long.
Here's one. What's your favorite event in the game right now? Like a maze, or breedings, or races, or stuff like
None of
that?
them.
None of them.
I don't like any of them. I don't like races. They're too time consuming, and most teams ask for too much. And races are they're usually cancer because they lead to more drama, and they lead to drama with people and it just leads to fights, and then teams disbanding, and then it's just races are just toxic. I do not like them just because they're so toxic. Mazes are cancer because mazes were fine. Because before they did whatever they did to them, mazes are just horrible now. Progressives are kind of just lame. I mean, it's literally just pop on every 8 hours and then spend gems to get a monster. It's kind of lame. Um, and there's more events, isn't there?
Breedings, frat.
Breedings are lame too because they're just based off luck. Frags are lame too because you need to have a good team, or not a good team, a team that has money in order to actually get the monster at a usable range. So frats are lame. Um, I don't like any of them. They're all lame events.
If you had to choose like the one you hated the
If I
least,
had to choose an event, probably mazes because I can just pop on my maze collection tickets and not worry about it.
how do those work? By the way, I've always wondered. Like, what do they do?
They just work like it's a 16-hour time limit that they set. You have to use 4 of them, and then for those 16 hours, it'll gather coins until it runs out of time.
So it's just kind of like an auto collector, I guess.
Yeah, it's best when you're sleeping. It's best not to waste them all. But since I buy the pass every season, I don't care. I just waste them all. Um, it's best not to use them all if you're not a big spender. Because you don't want to waste them all. It's best to do your collections during the day manually, and then at night pop on the main collector tickets. And yeah, basically it. They're very useful. I think they're one of the best things that they've added into the past. The main collector tickets are really great.
Um, what's Gaming Cat? Oh wait, no, I skipped one. Sweaty says, "What's your thoughts on Rude Jaw? He's the monster with the big teeth and the life removal."
Root Shaw, I know he has potential, right? I
Yeah.
know he could be good with unrelenting assault, but I think he's too slow to the point where he's going to be usable. Um, his speed, 61 something, is just too slow to justify using him over other attackers like Spectra or Pandakin or um, Master Rat or even Dream or Minos or Gartox or he's just too slow to the point where I don't think he'll be used. He may be used in PvP, but in wars, I just can't see him being used because there's other monsters that fit his attacking role better, you know? I just don't see him being great. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's going to be like another Crafter. I think he's going to look good on paper, but in battle, he's not going to be great.
Gaming Cat says, "What's your favorite animes?" Animes?
Um, my favorite animes, my favorite one right now is Jujutsu Kaisen. It is really cool, and I just love it. It's so fun and so cool to watch. Next is Attack on Titan, and I'm starting to watch Hunter x Hunter, so I'll have to see how that one goes. And then after that, I'm gonna watch either Bleach or Akami Got Kill. I'll probably watch Akami Got Kill before all of them because it's the shortest one. But other than that, yeah, I haven't watched any other anime. Some of them are just too long for me to watch. Like I don't have time to watch Naruto, and I don't have time to watch One Piece, so I probably will never get to watch them.
Here's a question I have. What does your status mean? What's it talking about?
My status?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a reference to the Jujutsu Kaisen. So the Sukuna dude is the demon.
No.
The demon, and the Goju dude is the powerful, sorcerer, whatever shit. Um, I personally prefer Sukuna just because he's more badass and he's cool. But Goju probably is slightly more powerful than Sukuna, but I don't think Goju is too much more powerful than him.
I hope that
I think they're evenly matched, to be honest.
I hope that wasn't a spoiler for anything. Hopefully it
Uh,
isn't.
no, I don't think it's a spoiler. I don't read the manga, so I
All
don't think
right.
it's a spoiler.
That's good. I need to read this one. It's a long question. You kind of answered that one. Have you ever regretted buying the pass, knowing that eventually Social Point will make that monster obsolete, even if it's not meta? You already, I think you've answered that twice. Uh,
Yeah, the pass.
yeah. What about the pass?
The pass. I think the pass. Um, I think the pass is made to go obsolete every month. I think every month they have to sell new monsters, right? So every month, I think every month they usually make the monsters more powerful than the previous batch to force you to buy them. So it's kind of known that the past monsters usually go obsolete except for a select few. So it really doesn't bother me. Um, because I know what Social Point is doing. They're just usually just make more powerful monsters for you to force you to buy the next one. So it doesn't really bother me.
Uh, Ajito also asks, "What are your feelings on the way that Social Point is closing out the free-to-play meta?"
Um, I'm probably not the best person to speak on this just because I'm a
Yeah.
fucking whale, but I don't agree. I don't agree with Social Point is doing at all to the free to play community. Like it's very wrong. I mean, um, the obscure talents are completely power creeping a lot of free to play players. It's really bad. And the mazes are very bad for the free to play people too. I mean, like, most of them don't have the maze collector tickets like I do, so they can't really just, not worry about the maze, especially when it's a monster like Spectra. It's kind of lame what Social Point is doing with their mazes. Um, I just don't agree what they're doing with the free to play community. They're literally walking over them with fucking spiked boots. It's just kind of lame what they're doing. They just don't care.
Hey, at least they gave us Chuckle, I guess. It's our little prize.
True, I guess that's your one price in the blue moon
It's
that
the
Social Point
one.
is going to give you.
It's the one. Uh,
But I don't know. It's just fucking lame what they're doing. But yeah.
Slayer asked an interesting question. What has been your highest placement ever, if
In
you can
any
remember?
league,
Yeah.
like in the Ward League, I have finished Legendary Leader once with the Hounds of Justice. But in terms of PvP, I think my highest rank was like number 17 or something. Um, that's basically it. Yeah.
When was that? Was that like a month ago or 2 months ago or?
No, the Hounds of Justice thing that was like all the way in October.
Oh
When
jeez.
I finished Legendary Leader with them, that was far away. Um, yeah. In PvP, I try sometimes to go for Legendary Leader, but it's too time consuming. It's a hassle. It's a cancer fest because there's PvP groups that constantly cheat and don't want certain people getting Legendary Leader. So it's just like if it's just lame PvP. So I don't even bother. I'm just probably gonna end up going for maybe top 10 one day and call it a day.
Uh, Slayer also says, uh, I don't think I should ask this question. So you know what?
What is the
If
hottest furry?
I'm gonna transform that into what's your favorite? What monster has your favorite design? That's a usable question.
Oh, my favorite design. Damn, there's a lot of designs I like. I do like. I like Family Oscar's design. She looks cool with kind of goth aesthetic, and her darkness and her cape, and her kind of purple tints. She looks really cool. I also like Captain Alfred, the cosmic version. The legendary version is not great, but I like the cosmic version. I like all the colors, and I like how detailed she is. And
Oh,
there's probably a lot of other monsters that have cool designs, but I just can't think of any. There's just too many. Oh, Spectra. I really like Spectra's design. She looks really cool.
Ajito, he's been providing some good questions. Thank you. Is there a particular YouTuber you would like to see a monster be made for?
Um, yeah, I have these these two YouTubers. They're not two, but they have a YouTube channel together. I've been watching them since I was young, like back in 2013 or 2012, and I just think they deserve something. So I kind of would like to see a monster be made out of them. It'd be cool.
Well, you didn't really say who it was. I don't know if that was
Oh,
intentional or not,
it's
but
a YouTuber called You Always Win.
I'll see what they do after the show. I'll look them up.
They play video games. They play a lot of games like Minecraft, like 7 Days to Die or COD or Zombies. I like them. They've always been entertaining to me, and they've been one of my childhood YouTubers that I've always grew up with. So I really love them.
What's another question? Uh, from 1 out of 10, how dog shit is ML? Or wait, no, Social Point. Wait, I guess they kind of go hand in hand.
That's a hard one because I know people can be mad, but to be honest, most of the stuff is not Social Point's fault. Um, it's the company that owns them, Take Two Interactive. It's pretty much their fault. Social Point has to take commands from them. So I kind of, you know, some of it may be their fault, but I think most of it is basically Take Two's fault. So I can't really answer that. If I were to, I'd probably give them maybe a six, just because um, most of it is not their fault.
Uh, I think we're out of questions. I think he's
Okay.
Sweaty's
Well, he
Sweaty's typing one
added
more.
how.
Oh wait,
Well,
no.
he said he added how dogs should take two.
I've definitely heard of them. I don't know what they own though.
They own Rockstar Games, the people that made GTA.
Yeah,
That's probably where you know them from.
GTA, Red Ted, a
Yeah, Red
couple
Dead,
other.
other games like Borderlands and stuff like that. They own that stuff. Um, or no, is that no 2K or K2? That one's Borderlands. I don't know.
I don't know. I
It's
think
one of the two, but
2K is all I think about in 2K is like the basketball games.
no, there's a company called 2K Games. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how dog shit they are, definitely a 10 out of 10 of how dog shit they are. Um, because they're so fucking greasy. They're just awful. I mean, if you go in their games, like GTA, you see that if you spend thousands of dollars, you can't even buy anything. You can't even buy everything in the game. It's just they're so greedy.
I have to reload Discord. Give me a sec. Interview questions. I think people are typing. People are getting their last second their last second questions in. Sweaty says, "What are your top 3 favorite games?"
My favorite games
Mm-hmm.
are probably number one is probably the Halo franchise. I love that franchise. It's one of my childhood games, and I love it. Um, Number two right now is probably Borderlands 3. I really enjoy the game. It'll probably fall down later on, but for right now, it's up there. And then number three, I don't, I don't know. Maybe COD, like the old CODs, like Black Ops 2 or even Black Ops 3. They're really good games. Maybe those ones. But definitely my favorite video game of all time is definitely
Uh, this seems to be the last question, unless someone else gets a question. It's thoughts on me, which is quite a direct question, I guess.
Halo. Yeah, that's quite a direct question. I mean, I don't have a really opinion. I think they're cool.
Yay! Oh, 2 people are typing.
I don't really hate you.
I don't really. I was gonna ask if you hate anyone's server, but I don't want you to answer that because I feel like that would um cause a little too much, drama and such. So I will not ask that question.
I do hate people, but I'm not gonna say.
Good. Keep keep it keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Someone's typing. Type faster.
Y'all need to ask me more questions.
We've been doing this for about an hour now, so we are.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I think these are going to be our last couple questions. I forgot I put a slow mode on here. I'll take this. I'll turn down the slow mode. I have it on 5 minutes. I don't know why I put it that high.
That's probably why we weren't getting too many questions.
Here, I'll put it on 30 seconds. I forgot I set it so high. It was probably because some people are talking in there, and I don't like it when people do that because it's harder for me to sort through them. That's a really weird emoji that you have in interview questions. You use the one of that.
Funny.
Use the one of him falling down. I don't know why you use that.
Wait, I got it.
It is funny though.
Oh, the slow mode's back to 5 minutes.
It is. I just changed it.
It just counted down from 30. Here's the. It's called Caca Death.
I guess just put it in general.
I did.
I need to know what that's from. I'll find it eventually.
It's from a server called Chill Zone. I'll invite you after this.
Yes, I can use it. Xuati asks best admin. I don't.
Best admin. I don't think I'm gonna answer that
All right.
because I don't want to answer that and then have people get jealous or something.
All right. That's fine. Ajito. He says your most hated chances for something, like breeding events and rune drops. Like I think
My worst chances. I don't like.
is your luck good?
Like level 10 ruins from like the level 3 from level 10 ruin chest is very. I rarely ever get those. Maybe once every like 6 months or something I get one.
I don't think I've ever gotten one. Maybe just unlucky.
Bronze relic chest, I'm also really lucky with getting diamond relics from there. Breeding events, I'm pretty unlucky with. Like I spent 500 gems just to get 3 Peretta, so tells you I'm pretty unlucky. I hate breeding events. I just hate them because they're so fucking luck based. I just hate that. I hate luck based shit.
I presume you don't like rune slots as well, which I don't. I hate
them too. I see no purpose for them at all. I don't understand the point of locked ruin slots. Like, they need to go. It's just a waste of gems, and it's just a waste of time. Like, if I'm gonna spend, right? If I'm gonna spend, you know, literal IRL money on the monsters, they'd better have 3 unlocked ruin slots. Because it's totally bullshit.
Slayer. He says, "What is your opinion on the original Mythic era?" Did you?
The original Mythic, the original Mythic era was okay, but I think it was still too dominated by the Legendary.
So how did you?
I didn't.
If you had to like rank the Mythic eras out of the 3, like which one? Which one would you put at the top?
The Cosmic era. I think the Cosmic era was definitely the best.
And then what? Original, mythic, or corrupted?
Well,
We're not really done
really,
with corrupted.
I can't really give an opinion on the corrupted because it's not done yet. So, but so far it's off to a somewhat okay start. I mean, most of the corrupted monsters are good, so that's great. But the thing that really holds them back, the corrupted era, is the fact that changes to the maze and the fact that the Titan dungeon is not daily or is not, at least I know extended another day or something. And the fact that the talents are too overpowered, I think, is what really stops the corrupted era from actually being an okay era. But it would go cosmic, originals, and so far it would go corrupted.
All right, these are going to be our last 3 questions because we've been going at this for over an hour now. Xuati says, when was the best time for this game? Like, assume.
I already the cosmic era. I really thought, for me personally, I really thought the cosmic era was great. Um, you know, it had it just had everything I liked in it. It had good monsters. It had a good way to grind resources to get the monsters high rank. Uh, the mazes and everything. The events were fine. And the cosmics. We're not too broken to the point. Um, where they phase out other cosmic. You could use almost every cosmic. You can even use. Even if people don't want to hear this, you could even use Necrolite. You could use ThunderCon too, if you had the right circumstances shit for that. Um, but yeah, I thought it was a great era. I think the Legendary era was too too dominated by just a specific few monsters. That's why I like the Cosmic era, because there was a lot of monsters being used and that could be used instead of just like 3 to 4 in the Legendary era. Like you had Grakon, you had Izul, you had Thalassa, you had Ragnarok, and then after that, there's nothing else.
Second to last question is a very short one. That's Neobuki or Akunobuki? I guess which one do you prefer?
Oh, definitely. I don't know what's her name. Akanubuki. I definitely think is a lot better than her sister. In terms of skill set, um, but her trade is also slightly better. Her relics really is where you can really draw the line and say that Neobuki is better. Um, her relics are really bad for her. Like double sword, I just don't understand. What was the point?
This is the last question.
Okay.
If you could add a new guardian, what would you want it to boost? Or what would you change about the current guardians?
Oh, if I could add one, I
Yeah.
would definitely add. Since there's so many luck-based things in the game, I would definitely add a guardian that boosts your drop rate chances of items. That would boost your rate of getting a monster from a greeting event, or boost the rate of getting, diamonds from bronze, or even golds, or even silvers, or getting ruins, high-level ruins from ruin chests, etc. All the other stuff. I think that'd be kind of an interesting idea for a guardian. I think.
All right. Well, that's it. No more questions. So thank you, Liam, for being on here. You went really in depth with a lot of your answers, and that's why we went for so long. You did. You were you really wanted this interview, so uh, it's nice we got to happen. What do you want me to put for the thumbnail of the video? Last time we did RUML. Do you want me to put FAMP?
Um,
Any
yeah,
specific mods?
That's
All right. Well, thank you for being the first guest. The first guest of season 2. So thanks for watching to this part if you have, because this has been very long. And we'll see you next time.